Alright, hello everybody, it is Azazel the Basement Dweller here. Now, it's been a while since we've done a tier list, and I love doing tier lists for games that people don't know I play. So if you guys didn't know, I play a lot of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't think I've ever played it on the channel. I think I might have played it on stream like last year. I like Dragon Ball FighterZ a lot. I think it's a very fun game. The balance is a bit strange, but for the most part, it's a very balanced fighting game that's very fun to play. And people have a lot of opposing views about the meta right now. So I'm going to put my 2 cents in. And you guys got to remember, I'm not a professional player. I've never said I'm a professional player. I have played in fighting game tournaments. I'm like a casual tournament player. Like, I'm good enough at games to participate in tournaments and get to maybe like top 32 if it's a game that I'm really good at. But for the most part, like, I just play tournaments. I've played a lot of fighting games, and I feel like I have a decent basis that doesn't come from tournament results. So, you might notice there's no D tier, and a thing that I've noticed with a lot of new games in general is that I don't really feel like a lot of modern fighting games really have D tier or F tier characters. Like, I think a lot of modern fighting games are balanced to a point where it literally doesn't matter. As long as you are good enough at a game, you can do decent with every character, unless the character has like a glaringly bad issue or there is like the top tier, like the #1 character that everybody plays. Which is the case in Dragon Ball FighterZ. There are a few characters that lack tools, and then there are also a few characters that are incredibly strong. So we're going to go in the order that this is listed. Android 16, big fella fell off. Nobody plays Android 16 anymore. He's okay, but he's not even the best grappler in the game. And that's kind of all he is. He's just a grappler. He has good knockdown game. But his optimal combos aren't great. Like, his optimal, like, meterless knockdowns are pretty bad for a character whose entire kit is supposed to be command grabs and meterless knockdowns. Android 17's okay. You see him run a lot in the mid and point position. He fucking excels with assists. He's actually great with assists. By himself, he is a pretty weak character because a lot of his pressure and mix-up is fake. It's interruptible. So as long as you're playing a character with an invincible reversal, which is literally every character in the game with Reflect, almost everything in his kit isn't real. You just have to be patient against Android 17. Android 18, I gotta say, she's not... Again, you have to realize, like, this is coming from somebody who has like 2,000 matches in this game and like a decent amount of time online. A lot of these characters you simply don't see, and I feel like that definitely factors into a character's tier ranking. Because if a character's good and nobody plays them, does it matter that the character's good if they're like unexplored and nobody knows how to fight them? You know, it's like the whole like Beerus thing where people are like, oh, Beerus is low-key good, and it's like, okay, it's cool that you think that, but also nobody plays Beerus. So like, are there good Beerus players? Yes. Have I ever fought a good Beerus player? No. And the same kind of goes for Android 18. I've never seen somebody play Android 18 and be like, wow, that's a super impressive Android 18. No. Android 18 is a very okay character. She's very tricky, but she has a very slow kit. She's kind of has a very lackluster kit. The best thing in her kit is like barrier assist, and she has a pretty good level 1. Android 21, I don't think anybody will disagree that Android 21 is probably one of the best characters in the game. Both versions of Android 21 are incredibly good. She's definitely S tier. She's the first S tier so far. Bardock is like high B, low A tier. Just because of his... Bardock's never been a bad character, but as the game has gotten farther from Season 1 and Season 2, Bardock has a lot less identity than he used to, because he used to be the knockdown 6-way mix-up guy, and now you could just play Gogeta and do the same thing, but objectively better. Bardock's still good at what he used to be good at. You know, like, they nerfed his Oki on level 3, but you could just play Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That's not a slight against Bardock. He's still a good character. You know, he's got a level 2, he's got good ways to spend meter, he's got one of the best pressure assists in the game. It's also very good in combos. So Bardock's a solid character. He is just a worse version of a character that you can play. He's kind of like Android 16, but Android 16 is an archetype that's already bad. Beerus, personally, I do think Beerus is better than 16. Probably not better than 18, though. I think he's a character who struggles, because a lot of people know this. His DP is like the worst DP in the game. Having a DP that's a projectile is fucking awful, because obviously people could just super dash through it, and then what's the point of an invincible reversal if people are just going to mash super dash on it? And that's kind of the issue with Beerus. Since he doesn't have a beam in his kit, a lot of his pressure and setup is super dashable, which, yes, sets up your opponent for a lot of 2Hs, but also, like, it depends on the move. Super Broly. Super Broly is better than people think he is. People downplay the shit out of this character because Z Broly's insane. But Super Broly has some of the highest practical combo damage in this game. His big issue is that he's slow. Like, he is slow as shit. He just has a really fast crouch light punch. But Super Broly is a good character. I don't think he's better than 17. I think 17 is more versatile. But for what Super Broly is, he's better than these three characters by far. Z Broly, I'm putting him in S tier. People are going to call me a scrub for that. You can call me a scrub all you like. Z Broly is literally a character with his only... He's a character whose downside is being big. Like, that's it. That's his only downside. Like, I feel like people genuinely forget that, like, Frieza versus Broly was literally an untenable matchup because half of Frieza's kit literally didn't work on Broly when he had shield up. Like, it was literally, like, he couldn't even 2H him. Like, now he can, but, like, Broly is insane. Incredibly high practical damage. He's good as a point, a mid, or an anchor. He has good assists. He has one of the best fireballs in the game. He has a projectile immune stance. He has armor on literally fucking everything he does. His buttons are massive. Everything about Broly's good. Ginyu, I don't get the Ginyu hype. I think Ginyu's bad. And again, this is one of those like, oh, there are good Ginyu players. Yeah, but Ginyu's a gimmick character. He has to open you up to win, and Ginyu has no mix-up built into his kit. He has no mix-up built into his kit naturally. He has, like, pressure, and that's it. Cell is pretty good. Cell's one of those characters that people don't really talk about as much anymore, but Cell has, like, the most complete kit of any Season 1 character, I think. He has a lot of shit going on in his kit. Only thing he's missing is, like, a level 5, and he would literally have, like, one of everything in the game. Cooler's B tier. Cooler's not bad at all. He's an all-rounder with an emphasis on projectiles in a game where projectiles are ass. His stand Ki Blast has really good frame data, but it's really bad in, like, Fireball Wars. He's got a full screen low and a beam that's actually pretty good that he can do airborne. He has a projectile invincible uppercut. He has a DP. He has a really bad dive kick. The only thing holding Cooler back is that he doesn't have another grounded special move. He only has dive kick, which sucks. If it was like a Goku Black scenario where, like, when you're on the ground, dive kick is instant transmission, like he had a different special move when he's grounded, I think Cooler would be a lot better. But as it stands, he's not a bad character, just unpopular. He is an all-rounder, though. Like, he doesn't do anything particularly great, but he's also not really bad at anything. Frieza is bad. I hesitate. I think, yeah, Frieza's pretty bad. I do think he's better than Ginyu 16 and Beerus, though. Frieza is, like, the joke character of this game. People don't know how to feel about Frieza. They keep buffing Golden when Golden's not what need buffs, because Golden was already good. He needs buffs to his base kit, but I do not fuck with Frieza. I think he's pretty bad. Underwhelming character overall. He's a zoner in a game with full screen dashes and teleports, so he just does not work. He is not built for this game. Blue Gogeta is interesting. Give me a moment, actually. Let me just real quick pause the video. Hold on. All right, we're back. I just had to change the music real quick. But yeah, as I was saying, Next up is Gogeta. Blue Gogeta is a very interesting character because people swear and continue to swear that he's bad because he's kind of slow. I think Gogeta is probably, he's like high B tier, low A tier, probably low A tier. This character does ridiculous amounts of damage, has really good frame data, other than his moves having bad startup, and like not even all of his moves, some of his moves having bad startup. Gogeta's actually a fine character. He can literally touch of death off of fucking everything. He does way too much damage. He's good as shit. Gogeta is like, he's an all-rounder with really good pressure, really high damage. He's got the whole kit and caboodle. Like, he's there, man. He's there. Gohan post rework, I gotta say, he is a high A tier character. And when Gohan is in level 7, he's the best character in the game, in my opinion. Literally gets to just play creative mode. But Gohan's gotten a lot of love over the years. He's more popular than Teen Gohan now, which is hilarious, because there was a moment in time where everybody was playing Teen Gohan. But Adult Gohan is an amazing character. He's very good. And especially with the reworks to Potential Unleashed, he is a monster this season. He's eaten well. Teen Gohan's also very good. I'd honestly put them right next to each other in a tier list. They are very good characters. Adult Gohan has damage, pressure, a little bit of mix-up. He has an install, you know, like all that stuff. Teen Gohan has pressure and damage. He hits like a truck, and you have to fight for your turn back against him. He is a scary fucking kid. Goku Black, I would be remiss to not put Goku Black in C tier. He is a character that needs more in his kit, but he's better than this is the best he's ever been, which isn't saying much, you know? He's an okay character. GT Goku, again, like kind of not very popular anymore, but GT Goku, he's not terrible. He's been nerfed a lot. He's still an annoying character because of his size. Any small character in a fighting game is automatically annoying solely because they're hard to combo. Same thing with GT Goku. Blue Goku, I think Blue Goku's a solid character. I think Blue Goku is one of the best Gokus in the game. Of the Gokus in the game, I think he's probably like the third best. Blue Goku is pretty good. He's a solid all-around character. He does good damage. He has good pressure. He's tricky. He has a fast command grab. Really creative combo routes. He's a fun character. He's solidly designed. Super Saiyan Goku is pretty bad. Very bare bones character. They fixed his 2M and everybody was pogging over that, but he's kind of underwhelming. I think that makes me feel better. He's kind of underwhelming. Because he's the poster child, he is just not very impressive. UI Goku, on the other hand, this guy, again, this is kind of like the Broly thing where people are like, why are you putting UI Goku so high? Like, he's a scrub character. It's like, him being easy is why he's so good. You can be playing a character that requires a lot of time to learn and master, and fight a UI Goku who's put like an hour into UI Goku, and as long as they understand his frame data even slightly, it's going to be a hard-fought match. The character just has too many options defensively and offensively. His frame data is incredibly confusing. He has multiple invincible reversals, multiple counters, a really good screen presence because of his projectile, aerial Kamehameha, the full screen dash that makes him invincible. He has mix-up with the fucking front flip command grab punch or DP. Like, UI Goku is a very good character. Nobody's gonna argue that. Base Goku, second best Goku in the game. Him and UI. Base Goku is, like, literally the best anchor in the game because he hits like a fucking truck, and he has some of the easiest touch of deaths in the game. On top of having like a command grab, good frame data, he can jail into a lot. They gave him a free fucking heavy knockdown, so like now he actually has that. Base Goku's a very good character. Godinks, good old Godinks. So Gotenks, Gotenks is good. He's not eaten particularly well recently. Excuse me. He's not eaten particularly well after the Super Miracle Punch nerf, but that shit was broken, so like it had to be done with. I play a lot of Gotenks. I think he's a good character. He's solid. The biggest thing about Gotenks is he's stubby, but he hits like a truck, and he actually has really good pressure and Oki because of his level 1. So like Gotenks is pretty good. Hit, I don't get the hype. I honestly don't think Hit is that good. He's a gimmick character at best, and at worst, he's the worst mix-up character in the game. He is just a gimmick character. It is literally just a knowledge check. If you know how to fight Hit, you will never lose to a Hit player. Because his entire kit is just gimmicks. It's all gimmicks. Janemba is, like, weird. Unexplored, but very good. Like, I couldn't tell you what Janemba's weakness is on paper. It's probably, like, pressure without assists, but you always run him on point anyway. So I couldn't really tell you what Janemba's... This is like a B rank out of... He's like B tier out of ignorance. I haven't fought enough Janembas. I want to learn Janemba, but I don't know enough about this character to rank him properly because, like, he's literally underutilized. Jiren's pretty good. I'd argue something like that. I think he's better than Super Saiyan Goku. Jiren, he is very slow, and he's got very awkward hitboxes. A lot of his shit just doesn't work. And he's a very precision-heavy character. He hits kind of hard. They nerfed the shit out of his counters, but he's another kind of gimmicky character. You know, command grab, stand to H, the 3 counters. Like, he's weird. He also has Infinity Charge, which I've literally never seen anybody use outside of, like, combo, like, touch of death combo videos. Kefla is the most boring to play character in this game. She's not bad at all. She's fine. She's a fine character. She's like Piccolo and Videl mixed together, where she's like heavy rushdown combo and then heavy knockdown Oki. She's just incredibly boring. Nothing in her kit is amazing, except for her level 1. She's just boring. She's good and she's stale. Kid Buu is like notoriously top tier because his kit, for being virtually unchanged, he's always just had a very good kit. Personally, like, I'd say like low S tier, high A tier. You see him on a lot of teams, but honestly, you don't see a lot of like good Kid Buus. Like, I don't know if there's a lot of players that are known for their Kid Buu, but they have a Kid Buu on their team, you know? Krillin's better than Super Saiyan Goku, in my opinion. Other than his normals being stubby, everything about Krillin is just better Super Saiyan Goku, I think. Majin Buu is bad. He's like, people will swear up and down like, no, he's good, you just have to play. I played Majin Buu for a season and a half. And every time I won, I didn't feel good about it because, like, I didn't know how to play the character. Like, I'm Mastered Ultra Instinct rank in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And at this point, I have not lost a game with Buu in recent memory. And every time I win with him, it's because people don't know how to fight him. Like, Buu is not good. He has very slow mix-ups. The only thing he has going for him is he has tricky restand shit. But other than that, Buu is bad. Buu is bad. He's bad. He's not... I don't know if he's like there. Roshi's good. I put Roshi and Gogeta right next to each other. You know, I think Roshi's very good. He's not underexplored or anything. People thought he was going to be weak as shit because he doesn't have a super dash. It's not a problem. Roshi players find a way. You know, like, Roshi's good. Solid. He's got a lot of options in his kit. He does a lot. Napa, people have been sleeping on Napa for fucking ever now. I still don't think Nappa's great. He's probably, yeah, like, he's like low B tier, high C tier. Napa, he has to hit you. You have to be cornered, and he has to hit you with no mix-up, because he has no mix-up in his kit. But if he gets that knockdown, if Napa does get the hit and knocks you down in the corner with half a bar of meter, it is very hard to recover from that. Piccolo is very good. For versatility's sake, I'll put him ahead of base Goku, but Piccolo is very good. Piccolo is very good. You see him on a lot of teams. He's just very versatile. He does a lot. He can be a point, he can be a mid, he can be an anchor. His assists are good, his supers are good. He does high damage. He's got good mix-ups. Like, Piccolo is a solid character. Again, very solid design Season 1 character. Baby, honestly, Baby's also very good. I don't think anybody disagrees with that. Baby is good. He does a fuck ton of damage. He has some of the dirtiest setups in the game. One of the best tag normals in the game with forward heavy. High damage supers, high damage combos, really good meter efficiency, good knockdowns, good setups, good meter build. Baby's great. Tien has to be A tier solely because he's a scumbag character. If you see anybody running Tien anchor, they are not confident in their ability to win at the game. So they just bring a character who can literally kill you off of 2 hits. He's kind of like base Goku, except he requires even less effort to learn. His normal kit isn't even that great. It's just for the sheer X factor of him as an anchor, he has to be this high up. Trunks, again, Trunks is a very good character. People don't talk about Trunks much anymore, but again, Season 1 character who hasn't received that many changes and is still incredibly strong. Trunks is a force to be reckoned with. He's good. Probably even like here. Blue Vegeta, even after all of his changes, I don't think Blue Vegeta's that great. I think he's like right here with Jiren. He has a level 5, which is cool, but he needs some work. He still struggles a little bit, but he's a lot better than he used to be. Base Vegeta is, in my opinion, the second worst character in the game. We're about to get to the worst character in the game in a little bit, but I think Base Vegeta is fucking ass. He does no damage. His kit aged horribly. He doesn't do anything. I think that's the issue with Super Vegeta. He doesn't do anything. Nothing. You could just go play Base Vegeta and be playing like an objectively better character with almost an identical moveset, like functionally. Super Vegeta does not stack up. He has not aged well. Base Vegeta, on the other hand, this motherfucker's cracked. This motherfucker's cracked. Honestly, he's like a low S tier. Base Vegeta's good. He's got everything. He's got high damage, good setup, a really good level 3, really good combo damage. He's got a loop that builds a fuck ton of meter and does a lot of damage. Like, Base Vegeta's good. And I'm tired of pretending like he isn't. Blue Vegito, people are going to hate this opinion. I think Blue Vegito's a top tier. He literally has no weakness. Because, like, I'm getting so sick of hearing the whole, like, oh, Vegito's bad because his light punch is slow. I don't know who started the rumor that Vegito's light punch is bad. It literally has, like, 8 frames of startup. Like, it's still faster than, like, Super Broly's light, Nappa's light, fucking, Majin Buu's lights, Android 16's lights. Like, it's still faster than all those, and it hits 4 times, so it has priority. Like, you are very rarely gonna lose an encounter because you're playing Vegito and you throw out a light. Like, that's not even... That's the only thing that I hear people say that's a negative about him. Vegito literally has everything. Mobility, pressure, combo damage, a level 5, a level 4, or a level 4, a really good level 1, a really good aerial level 1, good screen presence, high mobility, easy knockdowns to get, really good combos, fucking instant air spirit sword. The only weakness Vegito has is he has no mix-up, which is like half the characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Half the characters in this game don't have mix-up. Like, Vegito, just run an assist on Vegito, you're good. Videl gets a lot of slander for not having a reflect. Don't get me wrong, it is awful. But honestly, I think Videl is like... Videl is like right here. Videl's a passable character. If she had a reflect, she'd be like low A tier. She has a really good kit, honestly. Videl hurts. She hits like a truck. She has good pressure. She actually has a lot of mix-up because she has the command grab and the cross-up kick. She has good mobility. She's a good character. It's just she doesn't have a reflect. Yamcha, I genuinely think is the worst character in the game. Yamcha is fucking ass. You never see anybody play Yamcha anymore. Doing the level 4 used to be cute. Everybody learned how to do it. It's not cute anymore. Yamcha is fucking dookie. Everything in his kit is fake, and he does no damage. He has no mix-up. He has no setup. He got power crept out of this game. Like, he literally does nothing important anymore. Zamasu? Literally the highest mobility character in the game. He can touch of death you off of, like, everything. He hits like a truck. He actually has good screen presence. He has good pressure. He has good mix-up with that fucking air dash. Like, Zamasu, he's a come-up. He used to be ass. He also has, like, the DP2H. And then, I mean, this has literally gotta be, like, top 5. Hey, I don't even have to explain Lab Coat 21. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know what Lab Coat 21 does. She literally has everything in the game. Fucking unreactable, invincible command grab. She has a debuff that lasts for the rest of the game and a buff that lasts for permanently. High damage, fucking infinite. She has loops, high meter build, great assists, great supers, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He has an insta-kill. He has high meter build, high mix-up, high damage, good pressure, good mobility, re-jumps, high skill ceiling. He builds Dragon Balls for free. He builds meter for free. He has a taunt that you can cancel in pressure. He has the taunt that gives him an insta-kill and also makes all of his supers do more damage. Like, he is a very good... Honestly, this is my top 3. I think this is my top 3. And yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with this tier list. This is what I think. Honestly, the only tier that needs reworking is probably like A tier. I gotta shuffle some of these guys around. And even then, not even. I'm pretty confident in this tier list. I think the only point of contention people have is like a hit being this low. And like maybe Android 18. But other than that, I think every character is where they are for good reason. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share my thoughts on fighters. Like, I play this game a lot and I realized that I've never posted a tier list about it. So this is my thoughts on Dragon Ball FighterZ, the most recent update with Lab Coat 21. This is what I think. So yeah, if you like what you saw, remember to like, comment, subscribe, dislike it if you dislike it. This is me, Azazel the Basement Dweller, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.